Hello guys, welcome to Gunnervlog. Only one place to start really today, and that is with Shkdoran Mustafi. Arsene Wenger held his pre-Liverpool press conference today, was asked about Mustafi's future and gave a very odd answer, somewhat equivocal about the player, saying, look, it's the last week of the window, you have to make decisions on a player quickly, it's difficult to speak about individual cases. This tallies with reports from John Cross in the Mirror that Inter Milan have been encouraged by Arsenal's stance on Mustafi and will be coming back with a big bid for the German. Surprising news, really. Surprising for several reasons. Number one, he's only been with the club a season, having become one of the most expensive players in our history, £35 million. Number two, we've already let a centre-half go in Gabriel Paulista. There's talk that Callum Chambers' future could be in jeopardy as well. I don't know what to make of the situation. A couple of possible conclusions. One is Arsene Wenger toying with the idea of dispensing with the back three? I know he used it all throughout pre-season, but in each of our two league games so far, he's switched to a back four at a certain point, albeit when chasing a goal. And I just wonder if that's his comfort zone, and if he'll get drawn back to that as the season wears on. And if you're playing a back four, you probably only need 4 centre-halves in your squad as opposed to 6. So that could be a factor. Another factor, I suppose, could be, does he think there's an upgrade out there on Mustafi? Maybe he's not as convinced by him as perhaps we thought. If you look at, actually, Arsene Wenger's recent purchases, I'm talking in the past couple of seasons ago, there's a few guys in there that he seems a little unconvinced by. I mean, Lucas Perez is a great example. Last summer, somebody who came in and is already about to be shipped out. Mustafi the same summer. And now maybe there's talk about his future. El Neni in January. Gabriel Paulista not long before that. These are guys who have been brought in but not necessarily convinced Arsene of their value. And I do wonder what the recruitment process was. You know, did our statistics service, our analytics department play a part? Is Arsene Wenger a little bit distrustful of some of these new signings? To what extent did he authorise the huge fees that were paid, even for the likes of Granit Xhaka? There does seem to be a bit of miscommunication and uncertainty around some of our acquisitions. I don't for a second think that Arsenal are going to spend £70 million on Virgil van Dijk. I've seen that story circulated, people suspecting that maybe we let Mustafi go and reinvest that money in a Van Dijk. If Arsene Wenger spent £35 million on a centre-half and feels a bit uncertain about it, I can't see him fixing that solution by spending double that. It's just not in his character. I would be absolutely staggered if Arsenal ever spent that kind of money on a central defender. Maybe there is a target out there. Someone who he really fancies, who he thinks is more the type of defender that we need. I think the thing with Mustafi is he's a decent footballer. He struggles to stay on his feet. He reminds me of Vermaelen. He's impetuous. He's technically gifted. But he's not a classic defender. And I think alongside a Laurent Koscielny, you want someone a bit steadier than that. You want someone more like Per Mertesacker. We talked about that on the Arsecast Extra this week. Do have a listen. So, is Mustafi going to go? I don't know. I honestly don't understand the business anymore. What we do know is a move for Thomas Lemar is dead. Arsene says that Monaco aren't selling any more players. I guess that's kind of our fault. We had a chance to push for Lemar earlier. We didn't give them what they wanted. They sold everybody else, and now they've shut the door. Does the fact that Lamar's not happening open the door for another more attacking arrival in midfield? I don't know. Julian Draxler's seemingly surplus requirements at PSG. If Arsene Wenger rates him half as highly as we think he do, surely that would be on the agenda. There's a week to go, and there's going to be lots of thrills and spills and ups and downs. Will Mustafi still be in a week's time? I think on balance, yes, but it's clear that there's a possibility that he won't be. And that's definitely something to give us plenty of thought over the next week. Anyway, guys, I'll be back with more as the transfer news breaks. Cheers, do subscribe. Bye-bye.